What's going on, y'all? John here. Real quick before the video starts, I would like to apologize for how long it took for this video to come out, as I have been spending time with friends and family and kind of lost track of it and just jacked around until I made the video. So here it is finally, and I hope you enjoy. This first replay features myself and an AT-15 and an IS-3 driver who, without his help, I would not have survived to the end of this match. I'm on 379 health, and I have an ELC AMX and an M41 Bulldog to deal with. But Cyber Tormentor in his IS-3 is telling me to fall back when a T-32 hits me. We're the only two left alive on this flank, and artillery is back at base. We have tanks coming to the rescue, but they are miles away. On such perilously low health, Cyber Tormentor goes to engage the T-32. The M41 Bulldog shows up, proceeds to put one round that bounces. He aims a second, he bounces again. Cyber Tormentor saves my skin by being able to take him out and shut him down. The ELC AMX hits my track, thankfully, and doesn't kill me. I can now focus my attention on him as Cyber Tormentor deals with the T-32 to our rear. I decide then I should probably go kill the AMX ELC. Realize, probably shouldn't. He's miles ahead of me now. I go to engage the T-32, who has left Cyber Tormentor on perilously low health, but as I am struggling to get my lumbering little tank destroyer over there, Cyber Tormentor has it all under control. While this was a short replay, I do want to give massive shout out to Cyber Tormentor for saving my skin. As he had said, both of us had been having a pretty mediocre night, and just running into the two of us, it helped re-up our feelings for the night. So shout out to you, Cyber Tormentor. This next replay is pretty awesome. There's only 4 of us left as of this moment versus 6 tanks. The other 2 players on my team are a Gemalo and a Decopon 345. Gemalo is in the Black Prince and Decopon 345 is in a Panther 88. With only 4 of us versus 6 tanks in this Tier 8 battle, it's looking a little desperate for Gemalo here as he's taking on a couple of Motherlands and a T-20. I show up to put a ram in the Motherland and make him back off. Gemalo, a Tier 7 British heavy tank, is now, well, putting shots into multiple Tier 8 tanks. And it's not necessarily that he has any choice in this, but the fact that he does very well here. And there's no microphone communication between us. It's just players looking after players' backs. And it's awesome teamwork right here. I do notice that Gemalo takes a shot in the side, so I tell Utterable 7 and his Ferdinand to help him with those tanks while I turn around to engage the Freedom, but Decopon 345 has already engaged in a close-range knife fight with him and manages to take him out in his Panther 88. I then turn my attention back to the front line, where an IS-2 has now joined in the fray. Now it's 4v3. We have just turned the odds on the enemy team, and nowhere near without the help of these 2 players who were complete all-stars and helping us deal with these threats. Honorable 7 takes out the IS-2. Decopon 345 tries to go around behind them and get their attention, but he gains a little too much attention as the KV-4 manages to kill him. I plant a shell on the KV-4. Now the Motherland comes up to put me on perilously low health, but Honorable 7 is leading the charge with Gemalo to get their attention. The Motherland is still aiming at me, but a 1-2 shot by the 2 of them managed to take him out. I go for a death from above on the KV-4, but fail miserably. And while I attempt to get my tank unstuck and Utterable 7 is trying to turn with a dead driver, Gemalo goes on the offensive to keep him busy. It does cost him his life, but between Utterable 7 and I, revenge is often swift and lurking right around the corner, as we do go on to secure the kill on the KV-4 driver. So, awesome game to Gemalo and Decopon 345. You guys helped Utterable 7 and I secure a Brothers in Arms medal, and it was a pretty awesome match for you two as well, as you both pulled off a respectable amount of damage, and Decopon 345 did get him a couple kills. So, shout out to you guys. It's that time of the video, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale. What do I have for you in today's video? Well, meet Alpha Voodoo. Alpha Voodoo is in the Tier 10 German medium tank, the Leopard 1. No, not the E50, the one that has trollish frontal armor and can actually pull off being a heavy tank, in a tier 10 battle, but the one that would make light tanks blush with its armor. The Leopard 1 is a very stealthy tank. It is very quick, very maneuverable, and relies on secrecy and surprise to kill its opponents. And Alpha Voodoo is making best use of that by trying to outflank this Object 268 and at least maybe spot him for Utterable 7 in the T-92. Now, he has spotted him, but he is aware that there is enemy artillery in the presence of a Batchat 155-58, so he maneuvers out. Utterable 7 takes him out. A near miss by the Batchat 155-58 takes out the tree standing just feet from his tank. He is now maneuvering desperately to try to get to the main road and haul back to Utterable 7, as Utterable 7 is facing two tanks, a T-110E4 and an IS-8. Utterable 7 is in deep doo-doo. As he is trying to reload, can Alpha Voodoo make it back? No. No matter how fast the Leopard 1 is, he unfortunately can't make it back. But the good news is the T-110E4 is almost dead, so he takes aim and then switches his aim to the IS-8 to take a chunk of health off of him, potentially because the IS-8 presented an easier target. But he does finish off the T-110E4, and now he's got to play very patiently, and the IS-8 misses, he takes him out. So what was originally a 1v3 situation is now a 1v1, but you can't snooze. The T-110E4 did take a lot of health off of you. You're at 51% health, Alpha Voodoo, and you're in a tank that cannot stand maybe one hit. You might be able to take one hit from that Batchat 155-58, but chances are he may be reloaded with that autoloader clip, and you're not going to be able to take more than one, and he'll be able to put out two before you can put out two. So, it's a game of cat and mouse, and no one knows who's the cat and who's the mouse, as Alpha Voodoo maneuvers to where he thought maybe artillery was hiding back at the base, but he has spotted him. He takes aim, he misses. Oh dear, the Batchat is now coming for Alpha Voodoo. Alpha Voodoo taking aim again. He needs to make this next shot connect. He does connect, but it is not enough to kill the Batchat 155. He now takes aim, splashes him with the first shot. Does he have his clip reloaded? He is maneuvering again. Alpha Voodoo misses again. Another splash damage. How lucky can you get, Alpha Voodoo? Your luck is not going to hold out forever. He takes aim. Yep, there it is. The driver was knocked out. He puts him back in action. You're going to have to finish him off now, Alpha Voodoo. Can he do it? He misses again. They both missed. The Batchat is reloading. Just take aim and finish him off. You're on 21% health. Aim. He secures the kill with an ammo rack. Congratulations, Alpha Voodoo. That was a display. Going 1v3 in a match, tier 10 in a tank with very little armor, and coming away with a Top Gun, almost 6,000 damage. I don't think anyone else could have said that they could have done any better in that situation, apart from the near misses, but congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for the next one, and I'll catch you guys next time.